Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back, and we're doing a best of one M21 draft. Stay tuned in the next few days here. We're going to have a special guest doing a draft on the channel, which I'm very excited about. And they have a brand new YouTube channel, or a brand new series they're doing on their YouTube channel. So I'd like, if you guys enjoy it, hype that up because it would be great to have this guest become more regular. That would be really nice, and I think you'll enjoy the draft video that I'll be posting in just a couple days here. So let's hop into our draft right now. All right, draft has fired. Probably have pretty easy to ferry here. Other notable cards in here, we have Cultivate, very good for any sort of green rampy deck. Wildwood Scourge at its best in Selesnya counter decks. We have Concordia Pegasus, fine 2-drop for blue-white flyers. Library Larcenist, good tempo-y blue card for any blue deck that's got a good tempo plan or ways to make it evasive. Revitalize, good for black-white life gain. Alchemist's Gift, playable in black-white life gain, I would think. Wizardry, staple of the Izzet spells deck. Rise Again, good for any sort of res deck. Probably Dimir being the best. Scorching Dragonfire, just powerful red removal. And yeah, that basically is every card in the pack. So let's take Teferi, and we'll see if we can make it work. All right, follow-up pick. So we've got Roman Ghostlight on color with our first pick. Great tempo card. Also evasive. Can just finish games on its own. We have Rousing Reed. Another good card. Good with the Library Larcenist. We have Pride Malkin. Good for Selesnya tokens. Gnarled Sage. Playable in Gruul 4-power Matters decks. The Green Sanctum. One of the more important shrines, I would think, if you're trying to really make the 4 or 5 color shrine deck work, since it's hard to play 4 or 5 colors if you don't have a lot of fixing. Rambunctious Mutt, playable 5-drop. There are certainly artifacts and enchantments that are played that it can hit. Fate's Fetters and Capture Sphere being the ones that immediately come to mind. Though I always seem to get my Malefic Scythe blown up by this. But yeah, I think we'll just take Ghostlight and be happy. Wow, I seem to always get past a Volcanic Salvo. Is it not as good as I think it is? Because I think it's great. There's also a Siege Striker in here, which is really good. Unfortunately, as I said a couple drafts ago, I don't really like Izzet that much. It's not that I don't like Izzet, I just haven't had a lot of success with it in the format. There's also Indulging Patrician, great black-white card, perhaps the best one, like the reason to be in the deck. Siege Striker is incredibly strong, I can't overstate that. Real game flipper, very powerful with vigilant creatures, as we've discovered. A lot of just all the black-white life gain synergy cards in here. I think I have to take Salvo, though. This card is so good. It just wins games. Really does. All right. So, best card in this pack. We've got a couple Sanctums, which are both fine. We have Frost Breath, which is a good tempo card. I don't love how that plays with Volcanic Salvo. I do like how Tyrannodon looks with Salvo. Best card in the pack might be the Tyrannodon too. Seems a bit early to take a Frost Breath. Could also take the Charger. I don't think Tyrannodon and it's not that blue-green's not playable. It's just Charger would make more sense if we want to play like a blue-white Skies. So I think I'm going to take that. And we may still be jamming. I mean, we don't know what we're jamming yet. I'm just figuring that out. So best card in the pack is probably the Scythe, and then the Warmonger. So these are a couple of the Rakdos sack cards. Pitchburn Devils, also a Rakdos sack card. Could take the Arcanist. Currently just have a Salvo, but the Izzet deck would want that quite a bit. And currently, based on our first 4 picks, that's the best looking direction to go. So I'm okay taking Arcanist here and seeing if that can be a plan. Otherwise, yeah, Scythe is certainly playable. I don't love it outside of Rakdos. Still playable though. But I think I'm going to take the Arcanist here. Alright, the pick now. So, we've got some serious options. Turn to Slag, playable removal. Good with Arcanist. We have Opt, which I actually like quite a bit. Great for, it's kind of an important Izzet spells deck. May actually be more important than Turn to Slag, believe it or not, if you can get the red payoffs. And then there's Gloom Sower. Chrome Replicator is actually pretty good too. But I think we'll maybe go Opt here. It's not exactly a late Turn to Slag, but could still mean the archetype is open. Like now we can take Wizardry, which is very good. Arsonist I like. Wingmare, going to be good against us. Wizardry is actually kind of good with Salvo. If you play like a, you can play a Burn Bright, and then you basically get a Salvo for what, 4 mana? I guess that still ends up being like 7 mana, but I've found that they work okay together. Yeah, I think we just take Wizardry here pretty clearly. Like, we may just have to try and make the Izzet deck work. We can take a Thrill. Lofty Denial is actually pretty playable. The problem with Lofty Denial in a deck like this is that it's not great with your prowess cards, whereas Thrill of Possibility very much is. For that reason, I might actually take the Thrill. I think Lofty Denial would be a better card for some decks, and it does definitely do some work, but Thrill to me makes sense if we're going to do this Izzet Spells plan. So we can take Larcenist here. Currently not great for us. We don't have a lot of tools to assist it, but I think it makes sense. We can take the Protege. It's perfectly fine. Okay, taking Cancel. It's also not great with it's not great with prowess, and it's not great with some of the Izzet Spells cards, but I think it's better than Crab in most cases. Take the Sentinel. I don't think it's gonna make the deck though. Take a Prismite, random 2-drop, pass the green card. So we did only get 3 red cards, but they're all pretty good for what we're trying to do. On the other hand, there is a Hollow Blade here, but I think we just go for the Riddle form. I mean, I would... Why am I saying I'd like to play Izzet? Like I said, I've had so little success with it. You'd think I would hate the archetype, but it's like I keep wanting it to be successful for me. Another Patrician in here. Hollow Blade is so good. But yeah, I think we just take the Riddle form. Okay. So another Wizardry I'm on board with. This is the right deck for it. Maybe wheel the Burn Bright. Yeah. Okay. Oh geez, Houndmaster, huh? That's a scary one. We can take another Arcanist. There's another chance at getting Turn to Slag. Our removal is actually pretty light right now, just a Salvo. Just a Salvo. There's also a Read the Tides, which is okay. I mean, Arcanist is going to make the most sense if... I mean, it's already good for us. I think it only gets better. Makes our wizardry... Turn 3 wizardry is going to be good. I think we'll take it. Hopefully we'll the read or the turn to slag. This pack is deep. I mean, there's a Feline Sovereign, which is, I guess, great for cat decks. And then Alpine Houndmaster, which is just a broken limited card. What I call a mistake. Not happy with the developers for that one. All right, we'll take the Dowser here. It's probably one of the best cards you can get for our archetype here. I'd like the Rousing Read for the Larcenist too, but another Hallowblade. Somebody's going to be happy with those Hallowblades, but let's take the Dowser. It's like a pretty clear pick for us. Another Opt is nice. You get enough Ops, you can definitely dramatically lower your... well, not dramatically, but you can reduce your land count. Which I feel like I do tend to get flooded a little bit with this archetype, so it's nice when you can do it. Another Wizardry. I'll play them all. I mean, this is the deck for them. And the more Ops we have, the better they're going to get too. So, even Thrills. But yeah, we'll pretty clearly take the Wizardry there. So we can take Lofty Denial. I mean, it's certainly playable. We don't really have the flyers to support it. Riddle Form's actually kind of a cool one with it. Since you cast it, it activates it, and then they have to pay 4. I actually like that. But we'll see if it makes the deck. Miscast, not a great chance of that happening. And we don't have a sideboard, so chances of me main decking that are kind of slim to none, but I'll cut blue out of the pack anyway. Frostbreath is good, but I think I'd still just prefer the Opt. Like, you can just keep playing Ops in this deck and be thrilled about it. Okay, we can take another Lofty Denial, but Burn Bright is kind of catching my eye here. This is a card that'll let us win, I think. It's actually cool with Riddle Form too. Activate it, gets the buff. Got a 5 power flying attacker. Alright. Houndmaster Wheels. Unbelievable. Destructive Tampering. Actually not bad. It is a playable card, especially considering we don't have evasion. I'm going to consider this one. I'll take the blue card just to cut it. Take the blue card to cut it. Take Forest. Alright. Last pack. So, nothing outrageously good for us here. I don't need another Tampering. I'm not going to play the Crab. I don't need a Devil. Punisher is something I can consider as like a big finisher. Although, we can keep our curve pretty low, I think. So, might make more sense to just take the Arsonist. We have a Burn Bright. We have a Destructive Tampering. Holds down the fort early. I tend to get beat up early with the Izzet deck, I feel like. So, let's get rid of the Crab. Let's get rid of the... I kind of don't want to play Cancel or Lofty Denial. If possible. I'd like to upgrade them. Well, Reign of Revelation is very strong. There's another Opt in here. Got an Arsonist. I think we probably just take the Reign. We already have double Arcanist to cast it for 3 mana. Got good card advantage going on here. I think we'll either wheel the Arcanist or the Opt. I will play all of the Ops. Ooh, Experimental Overload. Well, that's one of the better payoffs you can get for this deck, so that's nice. Yeah, I think that's a pretty obvious pick. We actually don't have any red removal. I say that, we have Salvo. Besides Salvo, I mean, we don't have any Shocks or Scorching Dragonfires, but it's not a big deal. Ooh, another one. Wow, that's good. I like that. There's a Read the Tides in here, a Capture Sphere. Obviously, I want the weird, but we got to take the Overload. Another Indulging Patrician. That's crazy. Guess we take Hobble Fiend. It's not very good for us, but there's nothing in here I want. So another Thrill is actually welcome. I don't think we're going down the Megalodon path. Someone's got a nasty, well, I was going to say someone's got a nasty Boros deck, but apparently Houndmasters aren't even going 11th pick, so I don't know what colors people are playing. Because I feel like I've gotten everything I want for this deck. And we did get the Arcanist, but I'm going to go Wizardry. We already have 2 Arcanists, and this deck is going to be looking a lot better with this plan, I think. I mean, you just play all the Wizardries, and you be thankful about it. I'm going to take Insubstantiate. I think that's a great card for us. Take the Devils. It's not going to happen. I guess we take it. I don't think it's going to be played, though. Got the Arcanist back. Did not get the Opt back, but that's okay. I'm still happy. I think 3 Arcanists are likely to make the deck. Like, we can cut Larcenist, the Protege, probably a Cancel, probably a Denial. How many creatures is that? 7 creatures. Well, it's more like 11, I guess. 12, 13, 14. We have 14 creatures in here. What could go wrong? Can we play 15 lands with a Volcanic Salvo? I'm liking this. Don't get me wrong, I'm liking this. I guess we can take Glide Master. I don't think we've got space for it. Doesn't matter. Last pick Arcanist. I don't even know if I can play 4. Look how many spells we have, though. I mean, the cool thing about Arcanist in here is, like, turn 3 Wizardry, turn 3 Overload's not going to happen. I don't want it to happen, I don't think. But turn 3 Wizardry into turn 4 Wizardry, that's pretty good. I actually think Tampering is... I'm going to try and get that in here. What are our actual cuts? I think... Can we play 15 lands? We've got a couple questions here. What do we cut? Can we play 15 lands? We have 3 Ops. Hobble Fiend can go. We don't need you. Do we go for 15 lands with 3 Ops and 2 Arcanists? We don't need a ton of lands. I know you're thinking, but Alex, you're playing a 12 drop. What are you, nuts? No, I'm not crazy. Could actually be the Arsonist, just to really dramatically reduce our creature count. As much as I love Arsonist, I could see cutting in here to play 16 lands. I mean, even with 4 Arcanists, 15 lands with what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards that are 4 or more mana. That's a bit much. All right, we'll cut the Arsonist. I don't like cutting that, but this deck is actually looking pretty good. So we really have 7, 11, 13 creatures, which isn't terrible. I mean, I think this is how the archetype is supposed to be played, so let's see if I can play it without screwing it up. I think that's kind of been my crux with the deck, the crux of me with the deck. I haven't been doing a great job piloting it, so let's see if I can improve here. Like I said in that other video, I just don't vibe particularly well with playing the deck. Like, I can build it great, Like, I know that I can look at this and be like, this is a great Izzet deck. It's got all the tools. We have everything we want. We have the overloads. We have shipwreck dowsers. We have wizardries. And then just a boatload of spells. But for some reason, this archetype just doesn't resonate great with me. So we'll see what we can do with it. Good on paper. Let's see if good in practice as well. We'll see you round 1. All right. In game 1, we'll keep this hand. All right. Our opponent mulls to 6. They are on the draw. All right. Riddle form. That's a good one. I think we go Riddle form first. I think we're actually supposed to be an aggro deck. Supposed to be. So opt would be an optimal draw. Land is okay too. So I think we just drop the Arcanist here. Alright, so we have the opt. I think we'll do the opt first. And I mean, I will need that land at some point. But, well, I'm going to cast Thrill to discard. So I guess we actually take it. Especially if we're playing a land. And get in with the Riddle form. And we pass. And we're gonna Thrill, discarding the land. Alright, Watcher's pretty good. So we'll do Thrill now. Okay. So we can play the Dowser to get back opt, but now I probably play the Rain. The problem is they have the Selfless Savior. I think we just pass. I'm going to play the Rain to activate the Riddle Forum. To probably block the Pegasus. I can still play Rain, so it's okay. So go. Well, I don't think we'll be needing the tampering. So we'll discard that. Guess I should have used the Arcanist, but then I wouldn't have been able to. It's actually okay. Discard tampering. Block here. Take 3. Alright, Ghostlight's a good draw too, actually. So, let's go land. And we've got 6 mana, so we'll play the Ghostlight. And I can still opt to activate Riddle for him. Bounce the Pegasus. And then we'll pass. Okay. Actually tapped out to do that too, which is nice. So we'll go opt here. They're going to have to sack their Selfless Savior, which is fine. We'll scry. What do I want to discard with Thrill? None of these cards. But I will be drawing another card on my turn, so it's probably okay to take it. We block here. They didn't sack their Savior. That's pretty surprising. So I can actually unsubstantiate. Got 7, 6 mana, 7, 3. It's 8 to do everything I want to do here. So I can also play the Overload to get back, opt and put a 5/5 on the board, or a Rain. Yeah, that probably makes sense. What can I do with 7 mana? So I got 8 with the Arcanist. So I probably just jam an Arcanist. Or jam an Overload. And then probably leave up Unsubstantiate. I like that. To bounce our Ghostlight. I don't think so. We want to use it defensively when we cast Unsubstantiate. So we'll return Rain. Am I drawing my whole deck here at this point? So we'll pass. I mean, we're going to win the long game just based on what we've got for draw here. So that's the good news. Bad news is we got to get there. We got to get there first. All right. So I can also unsubstantiate the Vryn Wingmare, which I think I'm going to do. Well, preventing damage here is probably pretty important. I do want to bounce my own Ghostlight too. I guess I can get back unsubstantiated. I mean, I wouldn't block anyway. I don't want to trade a Riddle Form for a Savior. So we'll just bounce that. Alright. Second Arcanist, which can probably go to the Thrill. So we can do Dowser plus Unsubstantiate again. Bouncing our Ghostlight. So let's go Dowser. Yeah, and we'll do the Unsubstantiate, I think, here. And then we'll Unsubstantiate the Pegasus. And yeah, I could have bounced the Ghostlight again, but I feel like keeping everything off their board is actually likely pretty good for us. All right. So let's do Thrill first. And I think we're actually going to discard the Arcanist. Guess I don't need to. Well, we can do it anyway, I guess. I don't know if I'm attacking with it yet, I should say. Another Overload. Well, that's pretty good. So, how much mana do we have now? 5. So we can go land, Overload, Insubstantiate the Pegasus again. Yeah, you can be a creature again. Unsubstantiate. Why am I saying insubstantiate? And I think that's lethal. Yeah. Guess I could have swift response. They still have to deal with a lot of things, though. I mean, they still have to block our biggest guy. They take 4. They have nothing on board. We've got a 5/5 and a 6/6. I mean, they're in pretty big trouble here. Selfless Saviors are pretty good, though. It's nice that you can just block, and then sack and make the other chump blocker indestructible. It's pretty good. Yeah. Plus equip. So let's go Brain first. They've had enough. We'll see you in game 2. Alright, game 2, we're going to mull this hand. This one we'll keep. And I don't really want to dump a land. Could be the Ghostlight. I think it's the Ghostlight. Like, at least the Arcanist can maybe help us cast some stuff. I'm not sure. Jaw Rail's a good one. Alright, well, that was a good draw. So now we can go turn 3 rain. Ooze is actually a pretty good one against us with our Shipwreck Dowser plan. Yeah. We may actually, I wonder if we want to, do we want to Arcanist here? Can block all their 2/2s. Make salvo cheaper. Can cast rain easier. It's not the best use of mana. I think we just use our mana most effectively here. Alright, so probably dump, although I can play 2 Arcanists. If I dump Arcanist, I mean Dowser is going to be worse with Ooze, but it's still just a good blocker attacker for 2/2s. I guess it does make the most sense to do Arcanist. Lets them buff their Ooze though. Yeah, I don't love it. Riddle form, that one's good. That one's definitely good. Not quite ready for Teferi yet. So let's do Riddle Form and Arcanist. Pass. So salvo, still quite a ways away from that. Alright, so we got the 5th land. I think we play Teferi. Okay. So we're not going to activate Riddle Form. We'll pass. And then we can activate Riddle Form, although they'll have, well, they have 6 lands, but that doesn't matter now. Okay. We're attacking with everything. Wow. Well, we're going to eat Jaw Rail. Unsubstantiate. I feel like we kind of want that. We got to kill this though, because that's only getting better next turn. Tampering, not really what I'm looking for. Let's see. We can cast Teferi though. We can loot. And we can still unsubstantiate. I'm not going to activate. So, draw, discard. Dump the tampering, I think. And we'll pass. So we can phase something out. Guess we can still use the ferry. How's that work when it's phased out? It actually doesn't get the token. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Guess we can unsubstantiate that, but then they can just cast it again. Well, I'm going to unsubstantiate a token then, I think. The Larcenist. Alright. I'm just playing this as a kill spell. And no, we don't need to activate that. So Wizardry now. Plus Thrill. Discarding probably Dowser, I guess. Although, I'll draw a discard first. Alright, discard, actually gonna discard Thrill, I think. Oh, we can do the Dowser though. The stupid Ooze is putting a damper on our plans, but we can do Salvo. Yeah, I think we discard Thrill. And we pass. And then we're gonna Wizardry plus Opt as some blocking protection here. Hunter's Edge. Yeah. I still can do Wizardry plus Opt, so I think we're alright. They're all attacking to Fairy. So let's do the Wizardry first. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. I might just let Teferi die. Let's opt to... Guess we move to blockers first. So this can mono block that. This. And this. And then this. Losing all my creatures is not highly desirable though. Especially if Teferi's still gonna die. They're all attacking Teferi, so I can keep them all alive basically, and just eat this. That might actually make more sense. I guess we'll still loot. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I may actually want the land to cast Salvo next turn, but I want to get Salvo back. So I guess we do discard the land. Then I can cast Opt and possibly cast Salvo next turn. Depending on if we can find land or not. They don't have any green mana untapped either. That's good to know. Let's do the Opt first. I guess we can cast Salvo now, but I'll still take the land. I'll do this. What happens if I cast Wizardry? 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give me even more. So I'll do this. 2 more power on board. Cast Salvo and nuke these 2. We can get in with these. And I can do Dowser, getting back Salvo. Check. Yeah. Just worried my mic went out there for a sec. Alright, so Brontodon can take out a Riddle form. Let's see here. So I've got 3, 7, 8 power on board. I feel like I kind of just have to take Salvo. Like, can't imagine not taking Salvo here. It's still 4 mana. I only have 3. So it's not perfect, but it's just so strong. I feel like I have to. So we'll do Opt first. So they can blow up our Riddle form. Oh. Yeah. So what happens if I attack them with everything? They block my 2 biggest guys. They still take 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. They have to sacrifice Brontodon. I think we just do it. Block our 2 biggest guys. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Yeah. Guess I maybe shouldn't have attacked with the Arcanist, because now we kind of died at Titanic Growth. Because I guess they can block, sack this to kill the Riddle form. And then they just take 10. So I should have kept the Arcanist back. I didn't think about that. So now we do die to... we died at Titanic Growth. But I guess it turned out to not matter, so that's good. Alright. We'll see you in Game 3. Game 3, we're playing first. I mean, I really want to keep this hand, but it needs blue mana pretty badly. I think we're going to mull. Yeah, this hand's really not much better, but can't just keep digging, I guess. I mean, we are just like a blue mana away from it looking pretty good. Here we can do the Arcanist. So now we pass, and we're going to do Wizardry, double blocking a Charger, I think. No. Well, I wish I could cast that. Yeah, we just die to Skies, don't we? I guess we can opt, but I don't know what I'd possibly get from that. I mean, yeah. All right, we'll go to the next one. All right, this is a keep. I suppose we can opt. Fourth land? Guess fourth land doesn't hurt. So we can thrill maybe the tampering away to make our overload better. Another Arcanist. So I think we thrill first. Just to see what we get. Alright. And then we can go land Arcanist. Alright, so we've got Wizardry, which is good. And we have 6 mana, so we can actually do Arcanist plus Wizardry. So I think that we probably do. I guess we can triple block a Watchdog, maybe, or triple block the Pteranodon. Just that. Interesting. I think we can chump here. What's the ultimate on this? It's a pretty good emblem. Alright. This is see here. So I can overload, get opt back, or thrill. Thrill probably makes more sense. So overload, thrill. Oh, actually, I should have gotten back the tampering to kill Basri. That was a big mistake. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is what I was talking about with that piloting error with this deck. I don't know. It's just not my forte. I just don't have the mind for this deck. I mean, I guess in my defense, I was probably still in pretty serious trouble. Obviously, it's like unwinnable now with the Basri Cat emblem, so we can call it there. I mean, I can't do anything, but I should have played. I should have played tampering. So huge mistake on my part. My bad. Hopefully, I can salvage something from that. I think we're gonna mull that. This one we'll keep, and I guess we'll dump the tampering. All right, we do Arcanist here. We can do turn 3 Wizardry. Later's good. Let's pass. Ooh, another one. That's cool. All right, so we can go Thrill first. Dump the Arcanist. Ooh, Salvo. Wish I could cast that. Pretty close. And we'll go Riddle Form. They kind of might have to use their Immolator here. I guess they can double block, but then I'll just kill the Immolator. Sure. Alright, let's put some bodies out there. Get the 5th land, we can play the Dowser to get back Wizardry. Yeah. And we can actually cast Salvo next turn too. I wonder, can we do Wizardry plus Salvo? I think we can. Let's say they had a Burn Bright. This would be 3, 5. 4, 9. Not enough to be lethal, so I think we'll just take it. So we'll go land, Wizardry, but not like that. Nope. No Surrey. Like this. Do that. And then a little Salvo. These two. And get in with everything. They block our biggest guy. They take 3/6. That should be lethal. We'll see for the next one. I think we're gonna maul this one. I think we'll maul this one. This will keep. We'll ditch the Burn Bright and I guess an island probably. So we're digging for mountain, I guess. Rain, I think we keep too with Arcanus. Yeah. It's fine. Pride Mountain. Alright, so we'll ditch Arcanist. Alright. So we can do Wizardry now into Overload, getting back Rain or Wizardry. I feel like Rain probably. Build a little card advantage here. We're gonna take that. Our Wizardry gets better with instants, so I like this more. Can also just do the Dowser to get back Rain. Prismatic, that's an unexpected one. Alright, let's do the Wizardry. Another Wizardry, that's good. That is good. Let's pass. So we can do Wizardry to, and then use a token to block Pride Malkin. Sure. I'm wondering why that one. I could double block it to stop the trample damage, but if they have a trick here, yeah, then it's not worth it. Alright, so we've got Ghostlight. Can bounce the Snare Spinner. Got Dowser. We've got Overload. And we have 6 mana for those types of spells. I think we'll just bounce the I'll just bounce the snare spinner. I feel like I'm got a good shot the longer this game goes here. So let's just start tempoing. How am I going to block? I guess I can attack with 2 of these. And I'm okay trading half of my... Yeah, that's fine. Like, these get bigger, but I've got just pure gas in my hand. I'm going to double block the Pride Milk in. And if they have another whatever, it's fine. Well, I can kill that if I can deal with the spider. But not sure I can deal with the spider. I do have opt though. So I guess I can go... Alright. I guess we go overload. Getting back opt. Yeah. And I don't want to tap like that though. So go overload. And get the opt. And we'll attack. And if we attack there too, I guess I'm willing to lose my Arcanist. They block there, they block here, they block there. Yeah, this is fine. They might not block anything after that too, which is fine. All right. I think we'll bottom that. Not that another land wouldn't be kind of helpful, I guess, but we can... I guess we actually play it. And then I can get back Reign of Revelation, maybe. Right. Well, at least Garrick's gone. That's good. So we got Wizardry. We have 7 mana with the Arcanist, which is not quite enough to do everything. So we'll probably just play Dowser, getting back Rain. And then we pass. Sure. All right. 1 card left. All right. So we've got 7 mana still. We can do Rain, probably draw land to be able to cast the Wizardry. I like that. I think we'll set up for a bigger overload here. I guess we can dump an island. We'll play the mountain and pass. So we'll play the Wizardry to chump the beast. Alright, so we can actually thrill. We've got 8 mana now. So thrill, discarding the island. Fairy, those are some good tools. Still have 6 mana. So we can actually unsubstantiate the token. And then we can play Overload and get back, I guess, Rain again, just for more card advantage. Tampering is cool. Let's go Rain first here. And discard Arcanist. Play a land. In for 7. And play to Fairy. Discard. Opt Friday. Alright. Let's see for the next one. Alright, that is a keep. Alright, I think we'll just pass. We've got Thrill, probably discarding. Yeah, what are we discarding? Guess a Ghostlight. Yeah, it's probably the best uncommon in M21. They didn't even get full value on it, huh? Alright, let's go Thrill. Discarding, I guess, yeah, Ghostlight. Salvos is cool. Don't have our second blue mana. Well, I can do nothing this turn, but I don't love that. Guess we Overload. Still a ways away from that salvo. Guess we opt first. Substantiate. I don't think so. I feel like we need that second blue. Right, now we can Thrill. That was a weird one. I would have done Houndmaster. Huh. I guess so. I'm so far away from salvo that I guess we just get that off the board. I kind of like my overload to be 3 power. I think we're going to just have to hope to find an island. And then we'll get back, guessing. Well, we have all that red mana. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I draw another land, I can at least Thrill plus Shipwreck Dowser. So I guess we'll do the Thrill. Alright, we'll block here. Alright, so Wizardry gives me a couple blockers. Still take 5 in the air though. But that might be the best shot we got. Dowser on its own isn't going to be good enough, I don't think. Play the Wizardry. Block here, block here. And I guess we can... just opt. Bottom that. Alright, so we've got 6 mana. I think we just die. I guess I can Thrill. Doesn't matter. All right. So we ended up going 4-3. One of those losses was definitely a big punt on my part. There was still no guarantee we were going to win that, but I just absolutely did the wrong play. I still continue to battle myself playing this archetype. I feel like I'm playing 2 games when I play with Izzet. I'm playing against my opponent, and I'm playing against myself. So it's like twice as hard when my mind just cannot wrap around optimal Izzet plays for some reason. But I've got to improve somehow, so hopefully continuously jamming it for some reason. I mean, I do feel like it's open quite often, so I don't know if that's part of the reason why I keep playing it, but I've got to get better at it at some point, hopefully. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you for the next one.